Hey there everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the latest announcement from AtGames regarding their new partnership with Zen Pinball for their Virtual Pinball Machines. What does this mean for the future of AtGames and Virtual Pinball going forward? Let's find out right after this. Alright everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button, click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video, give this one a thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So, as a lot of you may already be aware, AtGames has entered into a partnership with Zen Studios to bring their Pinball FX tables to the AtGames Legends products. Let's take a look at the announcement and some of the info for this. And of course, we're going to start off with the announcement that happened this past Friday, September 15th. And they say here, AtGames partners with Zen Studios, announces new AtGames Legends 4K pinball machines, including the Addams Family Standard Edition. Now, coming out of Los Angeles, California, this says AtGames, a leader in interactive entertainment products, is thrilled to announce its new Legends 4K pinball product line, as well as a partnership with Zen Studios, the pinball wizards behind the critically acclaimed Pinball FX series. With this new partnership, Zen Studios will develop and bring innovative original virtual pinball tables to Legends 4K devices. The new AtGames Legends 4K Pinball ALP 4KP Standard Edition features the Addams Family theme and table, along with 14 additional built-in tables that will be released in 2023. The product sheet, including the full list of the 15 preloaded tables, can be found here. We will check on that link in just a minute. Now moving down, this is one of the pieces of information that a lot of us were waiting to see when the 4K pinball machines were first announced, and that's the price. And it says here, the standard edition's list price is $1499.99. It will be available for a special pre-order price of $1099.99 on September 22nd through 25th, with the first run of shipments scheduled to reach owners by December 31st, 2023. Now there's a little more to it than that. I'll get into that a little bit in a minute. Interestingly enough, this actually coincides with the Cleveland Gaming Classic that's going to be going on this weekend, and we know AtGames is going to have a presence there. Now, apparently they're not going to have one of these 4K machines to show off at the convention, but the pre-orders are going to go in effect at the same time, so I'm sure they'll be talking about it there. So to finish up this announcement, it says, additionally, AtGames and Zen Studios plan to release a total of 15 exclusive FX Legends 4K Collector's Editions pinball SKUs from 2023 to 2025. Each CEP will be limited to just 5,000 units each and come equipped with custom side panel artwork and preloaded with one table that coincides with their respective editions. Every CEP will be individually numbered on a unique builder's plate to commemorate its unit number, example 1 through 5, that 1 of 5,000, and a manufacturer date. The initial CEPs for pre-order in 2023 will be announced as they become available. And then, of course, this goes on to talk about more information about the pinball itself, what's included, so on and so forth, and we'll get into that a little bit more. But just to touch on this for a minute, it's interesting that they do plan on releasing multiples of the 4K pinball machines, not just a single SKU with a single art style to it, or maybe two different art styles to it. That they do plan on releasing the Addams Family themed one, and then another 14 pinball machines specifically themed with artwork for whatever table they plan on including with that particular machine. Alright, so taking a look, this is the product sheet that was included with that announcement, and it starts off here showing some pictures and information on this Addams Family themed table. You can see the play field here, and here is a look at the actual pinball table itself. Now, very cool, this is actually going to come with a themed topper for this as well, and you can see the artwork here. Now, I know a lot of people have pointed this out, so I'm going to kind of just say the same thing real quick. This is not the actual artwork of the Addams Family pinball machine that is, that this is based on. This is custom AtGames artwork for the Addams Family pinball machine, so it's a little different. It's not an exact replica of the real pinball machine, but I actually do think it looks pretty cool. I don't really have any major problem with it, although I will say, you know, if you're going to theme these after a real pinball machine, it would be nice if they replicated the real artwork. I know a lot of people are always excited to have something that replicates the actual arcade machine. So it's too bad that they didn't go that route. But overall, the artwork's certainly not bad on it. Now, just scrolling down a little bit through this product sheet, here are some of the product features, and it says premium processing power and onboard storage, boasting expanded processing power and additional onboard storage with their Rockchip 3588 CPU and 64 gigabytes of storage. This machine ensures swift, smooth gameplay performance that keeps up with every move. Playfield display, experience the vibrant world of pinball on an upgraded 32-inch 4K LCD display for a visually stunning gaming experience, integrated backglass and DMD dual display. So the second and third displays support the 4K playfield for premium integral pinball gameplay. The machine is also equipped with an internal low latency video switchboard allowing PC and OTG access via the 3 HDMI ports. So you've really got 3 different screens with this machine. You've got the main playfield here, which is 4K. You've got a, for all intents and purposes, 24-inch HD backglass and an 8-inch DMD. One of the things I really do love about this upgraded 4K pinball is the fact that they've separated the backglass and the DMD into 2 separate screens instead of having the DMD integrated into the screen here, kind of taking away from the artwork. It's going to make for some interesting playing experiences for some of these. Now, I guess a lot of these pinball machines, you're basically, for the most part, just going to have a static picture here, or maybe, you know, a static picture with parts of it that light up during, you know, parts of the gameplay experience. The DMD is the part that's the main interactive part of a pinball machine for the most parts. But I'm sure for certain virtual ones, there's going to be more interactivity with the main backglass as well. Just to finish this off, immersive 3.5-inch audio speakers. Sound is an integral part of the gaming experience. The pair of 3.5-inch speakers provide rich and vibrant sound. So you have upgraded larger speakers in the back box for the 4K pinball. And then, of course, as I talked about with these collectible editions, you're going to get a themed topper and a unique builder plate. Now, I'm assuming that means that for the 14 other ones that they're going to do, whatever those themes are, they're going to have their own themed topper to go with them, hopefully. And I believe they're all going to have this back plate, like they said, which will be, again, themed for whatever the main table is. All right, so we know that the 4K pinball machines are going to come with only 15 games on them, as opposed to the 22 or so that the main one comes with, or even over 100, depending on which option you picked when you originally purchased it. But for this, you're going to get 15, starting with the main themed one, which is the Addams Family, and then 14 other of their, you know, classic pinball machines that people are used to from the original ALP. But these are all going to be upgraded to 4K, and you can see the ones that they have here. And of course, just like the AtGames Legends products have their arcade net, they are starting something with the 4Ks called Pinball Net. And when you purchase this, you're going to get 2 months of that, which will give you access to over 140 Legends 4K tables. Now, whether that means that all of their original tables that they already have available are all going to be upgraded to 4K, or maybe scaled to 4K, whatever, I guess we'll have to find out more information as that goes on. But there is going to be a difference between the 4K and the HD. I do believe that if you purchase from what I'm hearing, that by purchasing the 4K, you're not going to have access to any of the tables you've already purchased on your HD machine. You'll have to buy them again at the 4K upgrade. So having access to this Pinball Net will give you access to that, but it looks like that is normally going to be $30 a month. So if you wanted to continue that for $30 a month, you could just have access to all of the tables instead of having to buy them individually. All right, and real quick, I'm just going to go over this spec sheet. I know this is a lot of information that many of us have seen already. We've already talked about it. But just to go over it real quick and maybe highlight some of the new stuff we know, like the MSRP being $14.99, the Addams Family theme, the 15 tables. We know it's an RK3588 Rockchip, 64 gig of memory. Already talked about the backglass and the playfield, all of that. The VIBS is integrated into this, so you don't need a separate VIBS board in order to get access to the backglass and DMD for OTG. It runs at 60 frames per second. speakers. It's got the new Legends CE 4K software to it. It is 66 inches high by 43 inches long by 23 inches wide, so it's a little bit bigger than the HD one, providing more of an original, or I should say real pinball feel to it. Weighs 122 pounds, and of course these are the exclusives that you get. The builder plate, the theme topper, and so it's exclusives and documents. I was about to say, why is it owner's manual exclusives? But this is exclusives and documents, so okay. I'll allow it. It counts. Again, you get the 2 months of the pinball net included. You get the AppX store built in where you can purchase your 4K packs. You get 1 year standard warranty with it. Access to leaderboards. You've got an arcade control panel, surround sound feedback kit. Are optional accessories, I should say. So I don't know if this is going to be the same control panel as the HD, or if they're going to create a new one for the 4K. Hopefully the same one that they already have out there is completely compatible with it, so if people are upgrading, they could just swap that over if they have it. And the surround sound feedback kit, which just adds extra sound coming from within the table, adds to the feedback of the table itself, gives it a more immersive feeling. And again, here's a closer look at those exclusives, the builder plate and the themed topper. Now, if you check out this product sheet for yourself, and I'll have a link to the announcement, which links to the product sheet in the description of the video below, so you can certainly check it out for yourself if you haven't already. There's an FAQ here that will answer some more questions, most of which I think I already kind of covered in going over the product sheet itself, but you can certainly check this out on your own. And heading over to AtGames website, this is atgames.us. You can see they've already got a banner up for the pre-order. And just going through this again, here's another look at the pinball machine itself. It says pre-orders coming soon. Again, we know that that is going to be starting on September 22nd. So when I went over the announcement, I touched on the pricing. I said that the regular retail price was going to be $1499.99, but that if you order for this upcoming weekend, you can get it at $1,099.99 for a special pre-order price. Now, that is not going to be the only pre-order price, because they're actually doing multiple waves starting this September and going through the end of the year, and each wave is going to be at a different pre-sale price. The later you wait, the higher you'll pay. But let's just go over that real quick and show you what I'm talking about. So here you go, starting this weekend from September 22nd to 25th. If you pre-order this, you'll be paying $1,099.99, starting with a non-refundable $200 deposit. So you put down $200, the rest will be due, I guess, around the time it ships, which is supposed to be basically the end of this year and through the month of January. Now, after this weekend, starting on the 26th and going through the end of October, so a much longer period of time that you have to purchase this, you can still get it at a discount, but it jumps to $1299.99. And if with, again, $200 deposit, the rest will probably be around when it ships. And if you do that, you're going to wait till the end of February for this to ship out. Then, of course, starting November 1st and going through the end of the year, you will get it at $1399.99, $200 deposit, and it'll ship out at the end of March. So for each of these waves, you're going to bump up in price, but you're still going to get a slight discount on it, with this last discount, $1399, only being $100 off the normal price, but still $100. Now, my assumption is that after this, starting with the beginning of next year, obviously, it'll go up to the $1499.99 price, but what we don't know is when those will ship. I'm guessing sometime from April on, if all these pre-orders are going to be staggered through the end of March. So if you wait on this and order it at the beginning of next year, you're going to wait till April or May sometime at the earliest before you'll be able to get this. And of course, this is AtGames, so you are going to be paying shipping on this. And the shipping is, of course, $100. Basically meaning that if you wait and you hit that last wave of $1399.99, you're really only going to be saving the shipping price. It's basically like paying full price with free shipping at that point. All right, and there you go. That is the big announcement that AtGames made this past Friday, where they have now partnered with Zen Studios to bring several of their Pinball FX tables to the AtGames Legends 4K Pinball. And yes, I'm saying that on purpose because it does seem like, at least at this time, there aren't any plans to bring the Zen Studios tables to the original ALP, which is a shame. I happen to own the original ALP. I've had it for just under a year. I purchased it towards the end of last year, and I do really enjoy it. I've even been thinking about upgrading it with the rock chip upgrade when it comes out, which we still don't know what's going on with that. That is still on the website, is just coming soon. Now, whether or not they're actually going to do that or whether that gets canceled or not, I'm not really sure at this point. We haven't really heard from them on this. Now, I don't understand why they can't offer that to people who upgrade, who at least do that upgrade. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll change their mind at some point. But in any case, I really do think it's a shame that they're not allowing original ALP owners to get access to these Zen Studio pinball tables. I mean, really, I don't know what they're thinking with this. I don't think it's a matter of that the original chipsets can't handle them. Maybe it is. I don't know. I think Magic Pixel has proved that they probably can, because their tables really do some phenomenal effects to them. I think they're fantastic. I know you can still get access to the Zen Pinball through OTG, but you're going to have to pony up for a pretty decent computer in order to get that to work, plus buy the external VIBs board. And also, it's not as simple as just plugging something in and getting that to work. There is a little bit of work involved when you make that happen. So to have these be fully integrated is an experience that I think a lot of people would be very excited about. Unfortunately, if you own an original ALP, it feels like you're being left in the lurch when it comes to this. Now, what does this mean for other pinball tables going forward? Now, they have announced, obviously, the Battletoads and those ones, and Killer Instinct ones, and supposedly those are coming to both the original ALP and the 4K, so that's good to know. Hopefully, any new or original tables that they bring out, they will still support the original ALP. I just wish they were doing it with the Zen Studios ones as well. Now, in addition, it does seem like if you do order the 4K pinball, especially if you're upgrading from the original to the 4K, you might not get access to all the tables you've already purchased. You may have to buy them again at the 4K upgrade. It seems like they're keeping these completely separate. The HD versions and the 4K versions, they're two different versions, and there doesn't appear at this point, at least, to be an upgrade path to take the ones you've already purchased and get access to the 4K versions of them. Now, again, maybe that'll change. Maybe I'm reading this wrong, but it does seem that way to me. I guess, again, as you know, they make more announcements with these as it comes closer for these machines to come out and these new tables, we'll just have to wait and see. One final note, obviously, the only one that they've announced so far from Zen Studios is the Adams family. We don't know which other tables they plan on bringing. They did mention only 14 others that they plan on doing specific themed machines for. I highly doubt that means that it's only another 14 of the Pinball FX machines that they plan on bringing over. There are probably several of the Pinball FX machines that they plan on bringing over, but not doing special themed pinball tables for. Hopefully that's true, because there's a lot more than 15 tables that Zen Studios has put out there. Again, time will tell. We'll just have to see as more information becomes available. But there you have it. Like I said, that was the announcement, and I wanted to throw my 2 cents in on this, especially the fact that as an original ALP owner who wasn't really planning on upgrading, I can tell you, even at $1,100, it's not something I can personally do at this time, you know, especially not with, you know, with one weekend notice that it's coming up. So it's certainly not something that I'm going to jump on at this time, which again is a shame, because I was very excited to hear the announcement that they were going to be working with Zen Studios. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully they'll change their mind. Hopefully they can find some way to bring some of these tables to the original ALP, even if it means you have to spend the $300 to upgrade to the new rock chip. Personally, I would be okay with that. It would just be another reason why I think the upgrade would be a good deal. We'll just have to wait and see. Time will tell as more information becomes available. But leave me your comments below. What do you think of the announcement with Zen Studios? Are you an original ALP owner? And do you feel like you're being left behind with this announcement? Let me know your thoughts. And that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.